Welcome back to Good Day Orlando. In this morning's Money Watch, tax season has started, and of course the advantage of filing now is that you could get your return a lot sooner. However, there are certain things you could be doing to delay your refund. Joining us now to talk about this is Joe Bert, the Oracle of Orlando. Good morning, Joe. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
So let's talk about some do's and don'ts, I suppose. Omitting key info is...
Everybody wants to get their money as soon as possible if you're getting a refund, but if you do it incorrectly right from the get-go, you may delay your refund. Yeah. So some things you want to be sure of. Number one, that you do your tax return correctly. Oftentimes people mess up on putting in their Social Security number. They transpose a number and that'll delay it.
Okay.
Second thing is using the incorrect name. You know, do people call you Andy at all?
Sometimes, yes.
So if you write, you know, Andrea instead of Andy instead of Andrea, or Joe instead of Joseph, that'll do it.
That could be somewhat of a red flag, so to speak, right?
Well, yeah, it doesn't jive with what's in the system. And the other thing is if you file incorrectly. In other words, if you're single now, but you were married during the tax return year, and that could mess things up for you. So you want to do those correctly.
So make sure that key info is up to date and matches what the IRS has.
Exactly.
Okay. The other thing on the list you've got here is filing on paper.
Yeah, filing on paper.
Do people still do that?
Well, yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes, they do. And they say that about 21% of the returns that people file on paper are done incorrectly, and that will delay your return. Whereas if you file electronically, because of the checks and balances that are in the system, only about less than 2% are done incorrectly.
Okay.
So if you want to maybe do it right and be sure it's right, file electronically. So that'll kind of expedite things for you.
Kind of a brave new step for those folks who are old school, right?
All right. Things are changing.
Things are changing, right? The other thing, claiming certain credits.
Yeah, the earned income credit, the child credit, that will delay your return because they go to extra scrutiny. And the reason being is because these credits, even though you may not have paid any taxes, okay, you're due money back, and that's what these credits are all about. It's kind of a, I don't want to call it welfare, but it's a, you know, kind of a little subsidy that the government will give you if you fall under low income and have certain kinds of things going for you or against you in this case. But the government will send you a check, but they're going to give those a little bit more scrutiny.
Okay.
So those kinds of things will delay your return.
And with the change in the tax code, thanks to the recent round of signing and legislation, how will that affect filing this year at all?
Not at all. Everything applies to this tax year, 2017. None of it happens. We're under the old rules. Now 2018, we've got some new rules and hopefully a bigger return maybe for some people. Right.
And we were talking a little bit about the Super Bowl during the commercial break.
Today, I understand. Right. There's an old legend that whoever wins a Super Bowl, the old NFC or AFC teams, okay? So the legend says statistically that an NFC team wins, it's good for the market for the year. If an AFC team wins, it's not so good. It's going to be a bear market. Of course, that wasn't proved last year when the Patriots won. So if you have money in the market, you may want to be rooting for the Eagles. And I know you're a Patriots fan. So,
this is true. Well, the market did okay last year. So.
It did last year, and it did really up until Friday. You know, and we're still up over for the year. So things are going to be good. I think with the people getting more money in their paychecks, consumer confidence is up. I think things and the economy is doing well, not only here in the United States but around the world. So if you're an investor, don't ignore this white noise that you hear with what's going on. 666-point drop in the market is only about 2.5%. That's nothing. You know, on Black Monday, the big October 1987, that was a 23% drop.
Wow.
So 2.5% is nothing.
Is nothing really in comparing. When you get that refund, should you invest it? Should you pay off some credit cards?
By all means, you want to hit the credit cards. If you have high interest rate credit cards, use it for that. And the other thing we want to talk about, people getting more money back in their paycheck. Why not take that extra income and put it in your 401k?
Great advice.
If you've been learning to live without it, save for the future. It's a good way to use that money.
Good stuff, Joe Bert. Always good to see you. Where can people find you?
Once again, just Google me, 2 words, Joe Bert, B-E-R-T.
It's that easy. Online, right? Not on paper.
That's it.